We're here to do some shopping for low glycemic index products that will be very useful for people who fast during Ramadan. The first item on our list is the raw walnut. We always have to choose it raw and not roasted. It should not be roasted, it should not be salted, it should just be raw, and the serving will be just one handful. That is around 5 or 6 pieces of walnut, just the same. That is one serving of walnut. This is pumpernickel bread. It's a very low glycemic index bread. It's very high in fibers, and it's very useful for people during suhoor because it keeps them full for a longer period of time. This is one serving of pumpernickel bread. It's around between 90 and 100 calories, and this is what should be given at during any meal for suhoor. So we can choose either the low-fat version of the milk or the skimmed version of the milk. But in all cases, milk in general is low when it's low-fat. It's low in glycemic index. And as you can see, there is a multitude of types of milks. We should always go for the unsweetened milk, and that is low in fat. Oats are very rich in fiber and they are low in glycemic index, and this is a very good idea for suhoor when we mix them with the skimmed milk. And the portion would be around a fist, so around 1 cup of oat porridge. Coffee is a low glycemic index drink when we have it without any sugar or milk, or only with some skimmed milk. We can go for the espresso, the instant coffee, or any other kind of coffees, and we limit our intake to 1 or 2, 3 cups a day. The most important thing is not to add any sugar to the coffee. Another very good thirst quencher during Ramadan would be tea, iced tea. But instead of buying the iced tea that is very high in sugar, we can use the regular tea with boiling water and let it cool so that it becomes cold and chilled, and we can add some ice and just have it without any sugar. That will give us another very low glycemic index drink that is excellent for appetite and to regulate appetite during Ramadan. Green tea specifically is very rich in antioxidants, and it's a great way to get rid of the extra water in our body, and also it keeps us hydrated for a long period of time, especially during fasting. Olive oil is a very important addition to our diet. It is also very low in glycemic index. We can add it to the salads and add some flavor to our food. We can choose the extra virgin olive oil that is plain, or we can use it with some taste, with some herbs like oregano or other herbs that we enjoy. Salmon is one of the richest kind of fish. It is very high in omega-3. It is a very fatty fish, but in healthy fats. A portion of salmon, around 100 grams, would be an excellent addition of protein to our suhoor, and it is also very low in glycemic index. We have blackberries and cherries, and although these are fruits and they are sweet, but they are very low in the glycemic index, and they are a great addition to the suhoor because they're very rich in antioxidants. They are very high in healthy vitamins and minerals, and we can have a small portion, not more than 1 cup, of any of the berries we would like to have during suhoor. Celery is a vegetable that is very rich in water. It is very low on the glycemic index list, and it is also a great way to nibble and not get any calories, and also it cuts appetite during the long hours of fasting. Soybeans are a very important addition also to the diet. They are rich in antioxidants, they are very high in good quality proteins, and they are very low on the glycemic index. We have them steamed, either alone or with a little bit of salt or a little bit of light soy sauce, so that we can just nibble on it. Popcorn is a great snack for adults and for kids, and it is also very rich in polyphenols, which are components that help the body stay in shape And on top of all that, it is low in glycemic index, so we can have it popped, of course, without adding any oils, or just little bit of oil, little bit of salt. And when we choose the microwave ones, it has to be fat-free, and it is always recommended to go for the dried ones and do it at home, so that we can control the amount of fat and salt that we add. During Ramadan, our metabolism drops, and so we have to really be careful of the choice of food. And during Suhoor specifically, we have to pick our food wisely. It has to be rich in fibers. It has to be low on the glycemic index, to always control how much calories we are taking, how much fat we are taking, and most importantly, control the blood sugar, so that we don't get thirsty the next day, and we don't get lazy and tired the next day. Always remember to stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, cut down on your caffeine intake, and have a very healthy Ramadan.